If you are like me, then you probably think that whenever you have some downtime, it means that you're being lazy and that you need to get off your ass and that you need to do something right now. Because if you don't do something right now, well then, oh my gosh, you're unproductive. Oh my gosh, you're lazy. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I have so much time that I should be filling with doing stuff. But in all honesty, sometimes resting is the exact thing that you need to do. When you're constantly working, having to fill that space of time with stuff to do, you aren't able to actually hear from the ether something that you should do that could literally radically change your life. And I know for myself, I have really been indoctrinated into the idea that I always have to be working on something. And one of the biggest struggles for me throughout my life is feeling like if I'm not doing something, then I'm a failure. Then I am someone who doesn't care about my life, doesn't care about my future. But in all honesty, if you're constantly working, but you're working on the wrong things, then you're not actually getting anywhere anyway. So what's really the point of continuing to work if it's pointless? And that is something that I'm thinking about right now because for the past 2 days, today's my third day of break, I haven't had to work at the retail store that I have been working at part-time. And yesterday I completed a certificate on LinkedIn Learning. The day before I completed a different certificate on LinkedIn Learning. And I've been just trying to keep myself busy, trying to keep myself improving my skill set so that I can make myself a better candidate for jobs that are hopefully going to pay me much more than me working at my retail job. And I think I get into these bouts where I really want to control things. And I think about how I can control myself. And how I can control myself is by doing, getting these certificates, constantly learning, constantly up-leveling. But it's like, what's the point, right? Yes, it's great to learn skills. It's great to have ambition and to want to create something in the world. But like I said before, if you're not taking a moment to reflect and ask yourself, what are you really doing this all for? Then there's really no point to anything that you're doing. And that's kind of the moment that I'm in right now. I mean, even right now, I'm literally making this video, so I'm still doing something, right? And I think in a way, I'm convincing myself in my mind that, oh yeah, I'm productive right now because I'm making this video, but it's really just me talking about my frustration with the fact that I want to control everything and I feel like I have to do so much in order to get to the place in life that I want to get to. But in all honesty, I think that has been the major bottleneck for me actually getting to where I want to go because I want to control the outcome. I want to control when things are going to happen. I want to control so bad my life. But when I really think about it, the more I'm in control of my life, the more out of control I feel, because if you have to think of every possible combination as to how things are going to come together, that's exhausting. And no matter how much I try to convince myself that I have some semblance of an idea, I literally don't. And you literally don't. So maybe the best thing that you could do is chill the fuck out, okay? And I get kind of annoyed sometimes because I will look at YouTube or I will look at maybe Netflix or HBO Max, which is Max now, I don't know why they did that, or Apple TV, any of these different streaming services to kind of distract myself and get out of my own head and just watch something. But even then, I feel kind of antsy, almost like this is pointless. This is a waste of my time. And I think that's why I don't really watch many shows. I literally watch 2 shows for the most part, and one of them is done until next year. So I'll tell you which shows those are. Industry, which I absolutely freaking love. If you are not watching Industry, on HBO, you need to watch it, okay? I love that show. It is so good. But I'm also one of those people who loves shows about rich people and business. So it's just a really great show for that. But I'm all caught up on the episodes, okay? I did that 2 days ago because I had 2 episodes banked, and I was really happy about that because I was able to have another one when I was done with the one that had premiered the previous week. So now I don't have that. The White Lotus doesn't come back till 2025, and Wednesday doesn't come back till 2025. So now I'm just kind of like, what do I do with my time? And obviously I'm not going to watch every show under the sun because I don't necessarily love to watch TV anyway. I think a lot of the messaging in many of these shows, I'm sure even in industry, it's trying to get you to think a certain way about the world. And I don't really love the subtle propaganda that's in all these shows. That's why I like to watch shows about rich people, because at least I'm seeing money. I'm hearing people talk about money. Prime me for that, baby. Prime me for that. But I say all that to say, I don't like to feel as though I'm just chilling. I really have had this mindset for so long that I need to constantly be doing stuff. And how many of us feel that way? Okay. And it's so funny because I'm not on TikTok anymore. It's been damn near 3 weeks now that I haven't been on TikTok. And that's really nice because I truly believe that TikTok was the source of a lot of many of the issues that I was having, mainly that I was thinking so much about these different issues that I think didn't necessarily need to be thought about. And what I mean by that is I think TikTok has a habit of catastrophizing things and making you believe that if you don't do something now, it's the end of the world. But if you can't really do anything from your stance in life to help that situation anyway, what is actually the point of me getting up in my head about it, being anxious, being fearful about things that I can't in this moment do anything about, you know? And you can apply that same principle to your life. If you're looking for jobs, if you're up leveling and you want to make a higher salary, but in this moment right now, you literally can't do anything, you constantly thinking about it, you constantly telling yourself that you don't have enough or that you're not enough is not going to help you at all. It's only going to make your quality of life worse. And the best thing that you should do is probably do some deep breathing exercises, maybe journal, maybe go on a walk, do an exercise, take a nap, read a book, do something that is going to take you out of your head and put you more in the present moment. And one of the things that I recently adopted that I really like is I read in this self-help personal development book that you should set a timer for every hour where the title of it is, what are you grateful for in this moment? And I decided that every hour was a bit excessive. So I did it every 2 hours during the time when I would be awake. And I've got to tell you, it has radically been transforming how I've been looking at the world and how I've been thinking about life in the present moment. Because when you get that alarm to think about how is your life right now, it really makes you reflect on what's going on in this current moment and what you really like about that current moment. And I think so many of us are primed to complain about how things are right now. And when you are primed to always look for something to complain about, it makes it so that even if you wished for something years ago and you're living in that blessing, you totally forget about it. Why? Because of that mindset that you have of feeling like nothing is ever good enough and you are never enough and you want to be there, but you're here right now. But it's like, remember when you wanted to be where you're at right now with this mindset, okay? Getting rid of some of the bad habits that you used to have. And I think that's so valuable because the habits that I used to have were not good, all right? I used to smoke weed literally every day. I used to feel like I had to drink a few times a week. And now I literally don't do any of that. Also, I used to be on social media for hours a day, and now I'm not doing that. So I'm in a blessing right now. I also used to be an avid porn watcher, okay? And now I'm not doing that. So it's like when you take a moment to really reflect on that, then you realize how far you've come and how maybe actually you do deserve to rest, because life is a marathon. It is not a sprint. And in order to actually enjoy your life, you have to be grateful for the now moment, because the now moment is literally the only moment that you have, okay? And if you think about it, the past was a past now moment. The future is gonna be a future now moment. Now is the only time that you have, literally. And it's so interesting how we have video, we have pictures, but nothing will ever truly encapsulate what it feels like to be in the present moment. And yet so many of us are trying to escape it and trying to make ourselves believe that this moment isn't enough, okay? And I'm just here to tell you, you deserve to rest. You deserve to not feel like you have to constantly be striving for things. And maybe, just maybe, all of your answers will come to you when you can be grateful for what's going on in your life right now, becoming at ease, at peace with your moment right now, and allowing God, universe, source to deliver your breakthrough in a way that you literally could never have come up with ever in your life. So I hope that helps you.